Hey you guys, I am back with the mask and moisturizing service, part of our aesthetic state board. We are now at this point, we're like at the home stretch now. We only have a couple more tasks to go. So this next section is the mask and moisturizing service. We're going to perform the procedure for a mask and moisturizing service. We have 17 minutes to get this task completed. When there's 9 minutes remaining, the proctor's going to let you know, so you know you're at the halfway mark, and they'll tell you to begin. So for this section, the expectations is that you sanitize your hands first, you apply your mask, you remove the mask, you apply an astringent, a freshener, or a toner, one or the other, and then you apply your moisturizer and you're done. Okay, so I have my kit here. Let me show you my working area. So you know by now that I like to put a paper towel down. And I'm sorry, let me back up. First of all, I need to sanitize my hands. Okay, now I can get my paper towels, put that down, and I could go in my kit, take everything out and put it in order. I will show you what I'm taking out in just a second here. Okay. So remember, they want us to sanitize our hands and they want us to apply the mask. So I'm going to put my mask first. And all it is, guys, it's just massage lotion. So that way it easily comes off and it easily comes out of the container. Okay, so I'm putting my mask brush. This is a fan brush, but it is really thick, so it'll work well for this mask. Okay, so they're going to have you apply the mask and remove the mask. I'm going to go ahead and take my gauze out because I don't want to have to dip in here with product all on my hands. And I have spatulas here to remove product. After you remove the mask, you're going to need to tone or use astringent or use a freshener. I have a toner here, so I'm going to put that next. I'm putting my stuff in order, so I use it in order. So as you're taking your stuff out of your kit, go ahead and lay it out in order. I have everything out. Going to discard. Clean my hands. And I am ready to begin. So I sanitize my hands. Now I need to apply the mask. I'm going to get plenty of product out so I don't have to dip back in here. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to discard it in the trash. I'm not touching the trash can, okay? I'm going to apply the mask. I may probably go for something a little thicker next time. I'm going to use smooth, long strokes. This product is very loose. So I would probably get something a little thicker, like some cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is easy to remove. Maybe, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm like all in front of the camera. I'm just spreading the mask around. Probably not even cocoa butter, just some kind of a creamy mask to cover the face. Okay. I have another hair here that's poking out. Just pulled it. I'm going to actually take my paper towel and I'm going to cover this up before I drop it into my kit so I don't mess it up, mess up everything that's in there because I do have to repack this. So I'm just covering up with a paper towel, dropping it in there, getting rid of product off of my hands, dropping that in there. I'm not touching the trash can. I'm going to go ahead and sanitize my hands. Okay. So I have my mask on. I'm just going to wait a few seconds because, normally we leave the mask on for about 10 minutes. So I'm just going to wait for a second. I'm going to go ahead and grab some gauze. You guys know I like to wet my gauze just to help with the removal of the product. Okay, and now we're going to remove the mask. So this is why I chose to use a creamy product, so that way I could easily remove the product from the mannequin's face. So try to get a creamy type mask that goes on a little thick but wipes off easy. Okay. Going in, I'm going to ensure that I have the mask out of the crease of the lips and the nose, because that's where products like to get caught up. I'm going around the eyes to make sure I have it off of the eyes. I don't want any product left behind. And it's okay to come in the front and check. Okay, looks like she's all clear. I can now get rid of my stuff. And the next thing, after we do a mask, we normally tone. You can tone by spraying a Pledget, a gauze, a 4x4, a 2x2, a cotton round, whatever, and you can, dab it on. I like to just spray and just be done with it. So I'm going to come behind her, start off the side, and do a couple of sprays there. I'm done with that. I threw it in the trash. And after you apply your astringent freshener or your toner, now you're going to apply your moisturizer. So I have my moisturizer here with a spatula. I only need a little bit. Okay, I'm dropping that in the bag, and I just dropped my spatula on the floor. Okay, so what I need to do, I'm going to use my right hand and pick that spatula up. Okay, put it in the trash and sanitize my hands. I still have moisturizer on my hand here. Okay, so I use my right hand to pick that up. Okay, let that dry. It's a mannequin, so I'm going to let this air dry. If it's not completely dry, this mannequin will be all right. I'm going to spread that moisturizer around, apply. That's why I like kind of doing this video live like this without edits and all that, because I want you to see things that may go wrong. Like several things have gone wrong in the process of making these videos, and you've been able to see it. But you need to see, what to do when something goes wrong. What do I do if I drop it? What do I do if I need it? So like, let's say the spatula dropped before I was able to get the moisturizer out. What do I do? Well, I'm going to go in the trash and take it out. I'm going to EPA it or disinfect it. I'm going to disinfect it with EPA. I'm going to clean it off. So I've just disinfected it, letting them know I know that I need to follow safety sanitation procedures, discard that towel, clean my hands, and I'm going to continue with my service. Now I have a disinfected spatula to use to get my moisturizer. So don't freak out if something like that happens. So I'm kind of glad like little mistakes are happening so you guys can see what do you do in case that happens. So I'm done with everything. I removed everything off my station. My station's clean. My mannequin has all products removed off of her. I applied the moisturizer, and that's the end of this section. So I'm going to step back, raise my hand, and let the proctor come over and observe what I've done.